Do you have to sell your home and buy another one at the same time? It can be done, but it does require a little more coordination. Stay tuned for 4 tips to buy and sell a home at the same time with less stress. Hi, this is Veronica Woods from Daniel Woods Real Estate Company, where we help our clients avoid making 5- and 6-figure mistakes when it comes to buying and selling real estate in the Philadelphia area. If you're new to watching this real estate wisdom blog, I post a new video every week, and it's always on a topic related to general home ownership and real estate investing. And I'm constantly getting new ideas for videos as I talk to clients and other real estate investors in the area. If you're watching on YouTube and have not already hit that red subscribe button, please do so, and you will be the first to know when the next video is published. And if you have a comment or a question, feel free to drop it below the video wherever you are watching. Buying a house when you haven't done so in a long time can be stressful in and of itself. Now, when you have to buy a house and sell another one at the same time, you can multiply that stress by 10. Now, oftentimes you run into this situation because there's a life transition. Maybe you have to relocate for a job. Maybe it's time for you to simplify your lifestyle. Whatever it is, oftentimes the decision to buy and sell at the same time is really driven by a financial one, not to have to maintain 2 households at one time. So in this video, I'm going to review 4 tips that will help you plan better for the process of buying and selling a home at the same time. Tip number 1 is to get a realistic view of the market or how much your home is worth. As I always counsel sellers, your home is not worth the accumulation of all the money that you put in your home over the years. It's only worth what a willing and able buyer will pay for your home today. And it's important to know that number so that you can figure out what your estimated proceeds would be or net proceeds would be, because that's the number that you're actually walking away with. And oftentimes you may need some or all of that money to put toward the down payment for the new home. So whatever your estimated proceeds would be, I recommend that you leave yourself a little bit of a cushion so that you can manage purchasing your next house. Even if you end up getting a little less than you expected, I know you don't want to hear that, but it's better to plan ahead a cushion in the amount that you'll walk away from your sale with. Tip number 2 is to determine your budget. Since you're moving forward with both processes at the same time, it's important that right after you figure out what your current home is worth, you quickly snap to what will your budget be for your new home. Starting point is to think about how much expenses for your home do you want to pay on a monthly basis. Have you factored in any new expenses such as HOA fees that maybe you didn't have to pay for your old home? Ultimately, a good realtor can help you match your budget with neighborhoods and homes that fit your criteria that ultimately supports your lifestyle. What you don't want to do is waste time looking at things that you can't afford, because that will increase the risk of you not being able to buy and sell in as close as the same time as possible. Tip number 3 is to plan out your finances. Now, in a perfect scenario, the proceeds from the sale of your current home will completely cover the cost for you to get into your new one. Even if that is the case, you probably want to review your financial options. In the environment that we're in today, as of the recording of this video, mortgage rates continue to be low. So it may be advantageous for you to buy with a mortgage, even if you could afford to buy the home all cash. The important thing to consider, without getting into all the various ways that you can finance a home, is you have more options if you think through them carefully early on in the process. Now, if you already know that you will need a mortgage, talking to a mortgage lender early will give you feedback on whether you'll be able to carry 2 mortgages or not. Now, if the answer is no, then you already know that you must sell first before buying. Tip number 4, or the last one that I'll cover in this video, is to have a backup plan. Now, there are a lot of stars that just have to align perfectly for you to be able to close on the sale of the house that you're in and then purchase a new one on the exact same day. Now, I'm not saying this is not a goal to strive for or that it never happens. I'm just saying it's a lot less stressful if you think about a backup plan early. Think about it. You not only have to factor in your moving plans, you have the moving plans of the people that are moving into your old house, then you have the moving plans of the people who are moving out of your future house, not to mention lenders, title companies, and a foray of other people that are involved, and they all have timelines. So in order for you to be able to buy and sell on the exact same day, everything has to align perfectly. What may make more sense is to have a backup plan for both scenarios. One, if you sell before you buy, research options to put your furniture in storage for a short period of time, or even think about negotiating with your buyer about you staying in the property a little longer. And there are some other options as well. And then on the flip side, if you end up buying before you sell, then think about options to rent out your property and have a short-term rental. Use your property for a rental until you sell. Again, the more you plan, the less stress that you'll have. In summary, you can see from you watching this brief video that there are a lot of moving parts when it comes to buying and selling real estate at the same time. Quite frankly, one of the main reasons that people opt to do so is a financial one, especially when you think about the cost of carrying 2 mortgages for any extended period of time. Your best bet really to reduce stress and headaches is 1, set realistic expectations about not only the process but also your finances. 2, take charge of what you can in the planning process. And 3, hire a team of good professionals that will be able to guide you into the finish line. Thanks again for watching another Real Estate Wisdom blog video. I'm Veronica Woods from Daniel Woods Real Estate Company. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something, please hit the like button. Please leave me a comment wherever you're watching. I read all of them, always looking for suggestions of new topics to explore on future videos. If you want to connect with me online, all my social media information should be listed somewhere below the video. I'd like to stay connected. That gives me a voice of what my community is thinking about in terms of real estate. And as I always say at the end, my goal, my reason to be, is to help more people keep more money in their pockets when they're buying and selling real estate.